Hello, welcome to Pepper's Echo. My name's Andre, and good to see everybody again. And up and awake. I've had such a lazy Sunday. Been gaming, but as you can see behind me, the missus has been hard at work today, busy trying to put up my goodies and gadgets. I know it doesn't look exactly fantastic, but it's the best we can do without harming any walls and that. And we can't go out of the walls, or should we say into the walls or holes in that, because we don't intend staying here past October at the moment. Hopefully find a bit of a smaller, more affordable place. As everyone's aware, we are finding the cost of everything going up these days. But let's see who we've got. Hello, Cameron. Welcome to the show. And as you can see, Cameron, it is all ready for the gaming stream. These two are my birthday presents from Divan and Supia and Niels and Ilandi and Ina. This chap here is my character from Final Fantasy, and this is my character from World of Warcraft, which I've generously been slandering my day away on today, is a little bit of World of Warcraft. I cannot tell you. I hope your week's been good. Yeah, gaming stream. Yeah. That's all my characters up top there. And of course, we want to do a stream on how to play Draconis, and that I'll do with Divan. Divan and Supia are waiting in the wings as well. They'll be coming on to help talk about Khmer New Year. Buzzy, welcome to Buzzy. Arbot, welcome. Happy Easter, Arbot. So it's good we get to talk about Easter, or at least a Khmer New Year on your holiday. Hello, Linda. Welcome there. So, and I'm able to put the aircon on in this room now because I got myself a new little vape. Ronaldo always put his vape up there and say, "This is the vape I have, use." So it's quite nice. I can actually puff away now and it doesn't look too bad. But anyway, so, man, if you've had the week I've had, man, oh man. But then again, the saying goes, if you are tired and weary from working all day, drop to your knees and thank the Lord that you have a work to come back and feel tired and weary from. So, and this week looking ahead is hectic. I've tried to make a little overlay at the moment so that you don't see too much of the wall there. Buzzy and Cameron, Buzzy especially, thank you very much for sharing and throwing the links and that all over the place and always being on me about it. You know, I can sort of sitting in the middle of town, I get this message, "Where's the link?" And So the link does come out sometimes on 99. You have a strange stomach bug, but I think Ronaldo had a Pepper's Echo afternoon. Anyway, I actually want to just start off, before I even talk to you about Ronaldo and everything like that, I want to start off with the little show I did with Brad Stein last week, and I did it so at the end that I missed it. Carl, how's it going? I'm pleased, John. I want you to see Brad Stein, which means there's nothing wrong with Easter. But we were talking last night. Hendo, at least Andre's not an F. Hendo, I'm not allowed to show signs like that on Headache. Anyway, on a family show. But I actually want to just give you Alison Johnson. Welcome. So I might lose a few people in the process, but I really enjoy this Brad Stein guy. And we spoke about how times have become really, really hectic these days. But I enjoy him quite a bit. So let's just see if I can check him out.
And thank God I've made it so far. And I do thank God. I'm a theist. I do believe that there is an intelligent designer. I do believe there's purpose and value in life. And I bring up God a lot in my show. You know why? Because I miss him. I miss God in my country. I miss him. You'll never know these things. You're 16 years old. You've grown up with spring break, not Easter break. You grew up with winter break, not Christmas. You don't know what I'm talking about. That's the world you got. I remember when everybody cared. I remember when people used to say things like Merry Christmas to each other. Everybody said, Merry Christmas! Hey, Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Lowenstein. You know why? Because it wasn't about a religion. It was about something as a culture we thought was so valuable that we'd all do it together, even if I disagreed with the religion behind it, because it was good for all of us instead of just me. Well, what do people say now? Happy holidays. See, I just say happy holidays because I don't want to say Christmas because you don't believe in Christmas, because I don't want to offend you. It's amazing. This overuse of the word offensive is driving me out of my mind. I mean, excuse me, sir, which part is more offensive, the peace on earth or the goodwill towards men rhetoric? It's such a disingenuous argument. It's not real. Oh, yes, we want to say happy holidays because we don't want to leave anybody out. Really, how come there's a ton of holidays in February? Nobody ever says happy holidays in February, do they? They say what it is. Happy Valentine's. Oh, do you believe in love? They don't care. Happy Valentine's is fine. Happy Hanukkah is fine. You see, that's what it's all about. In December, we've got two religious holidays, one cultural holiday, and one holiday that I'm not sure what it is, Boxing Day. Ever seen that? December 26th, Boxing Day. What does it mean? Nobody knows. Apparently, it's the day after Christmas and must be all the fights we get in returning the junk we got the night before. Yeah, I'd like to return the fruitcake. We don't take it. Happy Boxing Day. But nobody wants to say Christmas, everything else but Christmas. Why? I know why. You do too. It's because it's got Christ in it, and after 2,000 years, he's still intimidating people. You see, when a religious person says, I'm the way, people don't want to hear it. They don't. They don't, and I want to say it to the rafters. I've even seen Christian people not say Merry Christmas. There are people in China right now
Nice one,
who are in jail because they had a page of the Bible. And Christians in this country won't even say Merry Christmas. It amazes me, the cowardice. That's the price you pay when you're rich and safe. Airline industry still hasn't recovered. You know why? People aren't getting on planes. They're afraid. Think of that. We have traded safety and comfort for freedom. We're going to lose this country if we talk like that. I say you got to say Merry Christmas because it is. You don't believe in it, fine. But I have a flash for you. Christianity happens to be the religious heritage of my country, whether you like it or not. Christianity happened to be the belief system of 99.9% of the founding fathers, whether you like it or not. Every single founding father said that the Bible would be used as a fulcrum for the laws and ethics in this country, whether you like it or not. And they said it should be taught in school so kids would know where their ethics come from. So if you're not a Christian or you don't like it and you don't want Christmas celebrated, God bless you. But let me tell you something. If you think you're going to stop me from saying it because it offends you, hey, I got a flash for you. Put a helmet on.
And there's my version of put a helmet on. Happy Easter, everybody. I know last week I was supposed to do the Easter thing and oh geez, let me remove this. There we go. I was supposed to do the Easter thing and I didn't. We did the floods and that. So I hope you held back with your super chats and you did the gift of the givers thing. I have not followed up on the floods. I know Buzzy has been keeping me up to date. Thank you very much. Allison, I think I did say hello. Rebellious Ruth. Ruth, I have a fantastic story. I have not replied. I think you sent me a Telegram message. I think you did. And I still want to tell you about names. Now, I used to laugh at the names, and I've got used to it when we got here, because you'd have names like, well, first of all, in Asia, or at least Cambodia, but definitely Asia, they put the last name first, and then they put their first name. So you would be Kim, what's the name? Rittisak, Kim Rittisak, but your name would be Rittisak and your surname would be Kim. You would have a surname of Lee, and it'll be Panyabot Lee. But you've got to learn to say the name. It's not Panyabot, it'll be P-A-N-H-A, so it's Panyabot. And I had such big laughs because some of them are like Ritty Cock, and I went, where the hell do you come up with this? You know what? And Ruth, I've learned to look. We have got names here called Ritay, and it's spelled Rithy. So when you sent the message, it actually took me about a day or two to figure out it's probably Rebellious Ruth, because, and I think it's you. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I think it's you because I haven't replied. I do apologize. I stink at replying, so I will do sooner or later. Ask Buzzy. I take years to do so. Hello, Erica. Alison. I think I've greeted. Hendo, you're working on my time. You're late. I did say how's it to Coral. Coral, my condolences on the loss of Pastor Andre. I saw the other day, or today at least. But getting back to Ruth, and she said, "Hi, this is Ruthy. How are you?" And I looked and I went, "Hi, this is Ritay. How are you?" And I thought, one of the students have got hold of my Telegram. How the hang did that happen? It took me about a day, and then I realized it's actually Ruthie, not Ritay. But there's a couple of things that you know, like a name like Kim Ho is a girl's name. Her surname is Kim, but her name's H-O-R, Ho. And the last thing you want to do is look at a preschooler and go, "Come here, Ho." Doesn't sound good to me. And it's actually Hua or something like that. But yeah. But yeah, let's take a look. Ruthie. Hi, Ruthie. Hi, everyone. Rebellious Ruth. What's up? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, thank you, Ruth. I will reply to you, and I will add you so that I know that it's you. You're not Ritay, it's Ruth. When I taught in Thailand, one colleague's name was Boom. Yeah, Boom. Well, it's like when you count in Cambodia. And one is Moi, two is P, suddenly makes you feel like going to the loo. Moi, P, Bay, Boom, Prom. And then 6 is Moi Prom or Prom Moi. And it's like, ooh, you know, if I said that to somebody in South Africa, I get slapped. But yeah, it's quite, what's the name? Okay, on WhatsApp, not Telegram. What's that thought there? But yes, things are getting more and more tighter. We were talking, when was it, last night or the night before? I was chatting to old Diva and old DVD, and I said, you know, it is getting more hectic to actually get things done, because you can't say this is how it's done, that's how it's done, that's how it's done, because you just offend the world in the process, which I don't really want to get into today. We'll talk about the world's offenses. Moi Prom. It's Prom Moi. 5-1 is 6. Cameron, what's on your mind? Okay, right. Yes, but so Ruthie, you know Ritay. Cameron is stuck on the number 6. And best yet, when do you hear a hormone? When you don't pay her. I wouldn't know. I don't go down that one. Mind you, Ruthie, you got some good streams, excellent streams. You were like, boobs, yes. But yeah, and then we have a oh yes, and Divan's reminding me. There's when you tell a driver to wait, especially when we have our food delivered and stuff like that. And Divan will probably come on now because he's sitting in the back, and I can see him in the back, and he's laughing his ass off. And Sophia was teaching us now, when the driver gets here with your food or whatever he's delivering, you say, he phones you, you can't understand each other really. So you just learn the word, and chum tick means wait a bit, and tell her Howie, I'm coming. So chum tick, tell her Howie. I couldn't remember this stuff well. So I'm like, chum ticky mau mau. And of course, next thing, the whole room just exploded, because Sophia will still tell you to this day. I'm like, chum ticky mau mau. And the driver's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, chum ticky mau mau. No, this is not working. Okay, but it's chum tick, tell her Howie. Hang on there. But yeah, we do pay them though as well, so they don't moan. But otherwise, yeah, it's been hectic, and I trust you've all had a fantastic, phenomenally great week. I trust that the floods are at least subsiding, and people are being helped, and that on the other side in Natal. And then we've also got two 2 rugby players. We've lost 2 rugby players. Mind your language course online. Yeah. I'll have to do one of those. Adults only show. This is where we go below the belt. No, I'm kidding. But what was I taking a look at? It was a rugby player. So I'm try and remember. Dude is the Springbok guy who was killed, 41 years old. Pietri Vandenberg. He was killed in Texas in a car accident. And then the old rugby captain, Davy de Villiers. And people are just, once again, I just don't know if people are passing away faster these days or due to the speed of media that we are hearing so much. And I've been to more online funerals than what I've downloaded movies this year. F1 starting about 1,500. Good. So I got to get me ass off the line. But yeah, so I'd like to actually, first of all, don't forget, I always tell you, if you want to keep up with the news, there's only a couple of boys you stick to, and that is with Chris Wyatt and Ronaldo Gous and Ramon Cabernac, Morning Shot. Check them out. What did Erica say? I must actually stop putting these things on here. Yeah, it works. When I worked at the EP Building Society, Grahamstown, I had to open an account for Mr. Battleton. I was at the hotels one day and this guy came to book in and I looked up and I looked at his check-in sheet and I looked up and I went, Mr. And I was hoping he'd say his surname and he didn't. And eventually I looked at him and I said, Snodgrass? And he went, yes. And then, you know, wow. Most community leaders and social activists on the ground doing hard work in Durban. Great stuff. Good to hear that. Ruthie, I promise we'll be finished very soon. And then, of course, do not miss for absolute fantastic, quite insightful, I must say, as well at times. It's not just a bunch of laughs. It's really, you got some insightful, off-the-cuff subjects that you actually look into. And it's a lot of fun. And it's not cross. SNOD it was. Is Rebellious Ruth, guys. So yeah, if you guys can put it into them chats, put them in there. No, not snodgrass. Ek sal die snod uit jou gras uitklap. No, I'm kidding. Right. But what I wanted to start off with, so I'm going to start so I can actually finish quickly because I'm depressed. It's a Sunday evening. I've got to work tomorrow again. No, I'm kidding. It's fantastic having everybody on here again. It's wonderful. And yes, Cameron, we're looking at going towards a gaming stream. Hendo, start playing a game. I don't know. I'm sure you do. But I wanted to talk about Khmer New Year. And I want to bring in 2 good friends of mine, Divan and Supia. You guys ready to come in? Let me add you to the stream. There we go. You guys,
Hello.
That is DVD. If you've never met DVD, my favorite is Kukamur Pastorius. Sorry. That's DVD and Supia.
Yeah.
Sophia.
Not our
DVDs.
actual house behind us, though, to be fair.
Not actual house.
Behind us. We're not living this fancy.
Yeah. Just don't be confused.
He's just humble. Here we go. A ring to Ronaldo Gous and Rebellious Ruth, guys. It's right up there. Don't forget. And yeah, ODVD.
Yeah, this is me. You see this
And
ugly mug.
Sophia.
That's why this ugly mug doesn't want to be on camera.
And his lovely lady, Supia. And I've got Supia on specifically to correct me and to help me when I do get a little bit mixed up, because what I wanted to do last week, I never got to do last week. So I'm doing Khmer New Year a week late, but I figured it's pretty interesting still because it gets 3 days. It gets celebrated over 3 days, yeah. And it gets celebrated over. How do you spell the lady's name?
S-O...
Ladiesname. Sophea.
No. His first
No,
name.
no. EA, not IA. No,
Yeah, E-A, yeah.
Yeah, EA.
not like that. EA, Sophia. That you just put down, Erica, is actually pronounced, yeah, still Sophia.
Yeah.
But Sophia is EA. And DVD is Divan. Van de Venter.
Eh, why not? No.
Anyway.
Near. It's not Van de
I
Ven.
put a little Easter egg in there, and as soon as I get the money, I will be changing, hopefully. So there's, yes, Cameron, that's right. Spelt like such.
Yes.
Sophia. And Sophia is our Ray Donovan. She fixes everything for us and gets everything at better prime. DVD is Dutch.
Nee, ek's Afrikaans.
Cameron say Van the Man. Okay, so on our little, I don't know if I should put it like that.
Nah, isn't that better?
On our Happy Khmer New Year, I have put a little Easter egg in there for you. It's what you can actually give me feedback on. It's what I'm hoping and would like and have probably looked around the new Peppers Echo logo to be, because I want to start a new, maybe get a new start and a new logo and that, because the other one sort of still connotates to maybe a little bit more politics. Endo. DVD is a lost boot in Cambodia.
Yeah, what? She lost me. Not lost.
The last boer.
The last one.
The last boer standing. No, there's actually a lot of boer in Cambodia. I'm telling you, you can't walk down the street and speak Afrikaans very easily because somebody's going to come out.
Yeah,
and
someone's
yell you.
gonna know what you're saying.
Yeah. We'll videotape. Now, DVD actually helps me a lot with videoing and things like that. And I think we'll, now that, as I said, lockdown is lifted and hopefully we get paid next weekend, we can do a little bit more. But we'll hopefully be doing a little bit more videoing and shows and things and stuff like that for you as we go along. But I want to just start off with the Cambodia's New Year. So Cambodia has a Khmer New Year. Like we have New Year on the 1st. They also celebrate the 1st of New Year. Here we go. Chat room's got a lot of banter, yeah. And of course, I have the attention span of a flea. I just like, wow, there's chat. So sorry, guys, if I do. Rebellious Ruth's next live stream, 6 p.m. Is that today, Buzzy? 6 p.m. today? Because if you're on 6 p.m. today, I'm going to try and make it. Definitely 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. No, 12. 12. Oh, I might not make it. I'll see.
Wasn't it 11?
6 is...
Yeah, it's 11
6,
o'clock our time.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I might make it. I might make it. Thanks, Buzzy. So, yeah, if you like the new logo, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, design one, damn it.
No, that one's
yes.
fire. That one's cool.
Rebellious Ruth says 6 o'clock today, guys. So, if I make it, I'm expecting everybody else to make it. It's not an invite. It's an instruction. What Sendo says, so you can't say my China or Hutful walking down the road in Cambodia. I suppose you could, but we were in Macro the other day. Well, not the other day, quite a while ago. And Ina and them were in Yazruthi at 6 p.m. today, yes. Okay, so guys, Rebellious Ruth, 6 p.m. today. And... where was I? Oh, we were in Macro the other day. You see, I've got attention span of a flea. I don't know if I'm getting old this week, but this week I've been forgetting a lot. But Ina and I think Ilandi were in the toilet, and they were talking to each other in Afrikaans. The next thing, the toilet door goes open. This old lady comes out. She says, "Hoor ek Afrikaans hier so." So you got to watch it to Skinner. Yeah. What's Rebellious say? Don't stress. Talking TB and the lions in Khmer New Province.
Khmer New Province.
I don't know. KNP, KwaZulu-Natal Province, probably.
KNP.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Kindergarten and primary.
No.
Oh, good grief. Chris is on at 6 as well. Well, we're going to Ruth today. Anyway, so the holiday is Cambodia's most important holiday. And the country sort of just comes to a near standstill, and residents start moving off to the provinces, and they spend time with their families. They have parties and visit the local pagodas. Now, the local pagoda, Supia, I want you to... Okay, I got to be nice now. Wifey's on.
Hello, Ina!
Hello, Ina.
And Erica says, yeah, 6 p.m. Right. So they go to the local pagodas. Now, this is why I've got Supia. Yeah, Supia, I need you to jump in and stop me or correct me as soon as I go wrong somewhere along the line, because I have a little bit of a script for it,
Okay.
but I don't know. Yes, if you skin it too loud, those with the elephant ears will hear you. Yeah, they check like DVD. What's the name? DSTV satellite TVs. Okay, so it is one of the most important holidays, however. So there aren't very many important holidays in Cambodia, although there are public holidays, but none that people actually celebrate or take time to celebrate properly. I think, once again, Sapir, stop me if I'm wrong, is Khmer New Year is one holiday that is taken very seriously, and the other one,
ភ្ជុំបិណ្ឌ Day.
oh, the gun dance official. I'm sorry, I'm busy reading. I've lost control again in KwaZulu-Natal. Erica, if you can tell me, because for years, ever since I've been married, my wife has said Hussam et Lang Ura, what that is, I'd be very a happy man. But yeah. Hussam et Lang Ura. A huss, isn't it something that you put a dead body in you and the huss takes it down to the graveyard? But anyway. So yeah, it is that, and I think Chumben.
Yeah, ភ្ជុំបិណ្ឌ ceremony.
Chumben is, I don't know, I call it, and we'll talk about it probably, I think it's in September, around about there, September. Chumben.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, yeah.
September, October, right?
Yeah.
Some year is the end of September, and some is the beginning of October.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that I call the Khmer Halloween, because it's where they're actually, Andre,
Day of the
ask your
day.
wife. I've been
Yeah.
asking her for 22 years. It's a big secret. Anyway, so yeah, today the holiday in Cambodia is most important, brings the country to a near standstill, and literally does. Shops don't close here. Sunday is a normal day. Everything carries on as normal. But for those 3 days, everything practically closes. It's difficult to order food from a restaurant, anything like that, because everything just closes. The capital city where we stay, Phnom Penh, is like
A ghost
it's
town.
like a ghost town. Honestly, it's wonderful for traffic. But everyone goes to the provinces and to the families, and yeah, they do have their parties and things, but we'll tell you all about it now as well. The holiday is the most important, bringing the country to a standstill, city residents said, and then they visit their local pagodas. Now, pagoda is like a church. It's Buddhist church, if I'm correct, Sapir.
Yeah.
Pagoda
yeah.
is your church, because that's where your monks stay, and that's where you go worship and everything. And so they're off to there. So it's true that Cambodia gets to have an awful lot of New Year celebrations, because number one, in Cambodia, we just pretty recently celebrated the Chinese New Year. So recently we celebrated the Gregorian, or the International New Year, in January. Then there's the Lunar New Year, also called the Chinese New Year, in February. And then the Khmer New Year is different. It's Cambodia's most important holiday, and one of the only times during the year that Cambodians get substantial time off from work. These guys don't get off from work. So houses are decorated with stars, fairy lights, plants, various food and drink, usually Fanta offerings. And you'll see those little houses, those little wooden sort of miniature pagodas that they put in their businesses and that. There's cool drinks and everything put in there. I'm telling you, it's for the little spirits or whatever. So traditionally, Khmer New Year was when everyone was born in the year would count themselves a year older on Khmer New Year. So in a sense, it was celebrating a Cambodian birthday, especially the older Cambodian generation. They do not have a birthday. Am I correct? Supir, stop me and
Yeah.
yeah.
You're correct.
Hendo, yeah, pagoda is correct. Yeah, PAG, yeah, pagoda. I'm trying. Somebody shout out if there's something on the chat that I'm missing, because I am sort of like looking at a script and. But so traditionally, Khmer New Year was when everyone was born. So basically, you didn't have a birthday. You had Khmer New Year and you became a year older. You had Khmer New Year and you became. So when is your birthday? No, you can tell me I was born in. I don't want to tell you when I was born. I was born in 1991. Okay, right. But that's their birth year, and that's it. Obviously, with times changing and things becoming more modern, and Cambodia also very, very much taking on a lot of the traditions of the Western year, and that many, especially your younger generation, have an actual birth date and a birthday. But otherwise, specifically and especially your older generation, have no idea of their day of birth. They know Khmer New Year, and I'm a year older. So in a sense, it's Cambodia's birthday every year. These days, though, more and more Cambodians are keeping track of their actual date of birth, but it hasn't stopped everyone from partying at Khmer New Year time. The legend of Khmer New Year. I just want to take this back. No, back. Not
You've gone to the answers now.
Yeah, I don't want to get to the answers. So the legend, here's the legend, guys. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Damabal Koma. I don't know if you know him. Dhammabal, Koma. As the son of a rich father, he had successfully completed his studies of 3 Vedas. I don't know what a Veda is.
What is a
Buddha.
Buddha.
Yes.
Okay.
Buddha, to become a Buddha.
Yeah.
Okay, so he'd successfully completed his 3 studies. He could also speak and understand the language of all the birds. Damabal Koma was famous throughout the country for his knowledge. And so it came to pass that one day the king of the gods, Kabil Moha Prum, learnt of the extraordinary cleverness of Damabal. This made the king of the gods very jealous. He decided to descend to the earth and challenge Damabal with a riddle. The king was sure that he would win and declared that the loser should lose his head. Damabal was certain in his knowledge and agreed to take part. The riddle.
Not that confident.
I wonder if I must take this overlay away just for while we're busy with the things.
Yeah, maybe.
There's the riddle. The riddle, King Kabul Muhaprum, consisted of these 3 questions. Number 1, what is happiness in the morning? Cameron, I do not want an answer from you. Okay? Just in case, okay? Don't give me the answer. So family percent 3 studies to Khmer as legend goes. Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you very much, Hendo. Okay, so the king had 3 riddles. What is happiness in the morning? What is happiness in the afternoon? And what is happiness in the evening? If you're happy and you know it, clap your... No, sorry. Okay, so Damabal had 7 days to solve the riddle. But try as he might, even after 6 days, he had still not worked out the answers. Damabal was without hope, and in desperation, he decided to go deep into the forest to kill himself. Endo's going to answer, braai.
Morning, afternoon, and evening. That sounds all right.
It's the South African way. But anyway, after spending many hours going deeper and deeper into the forest, he rested, exhausted, under a large palm tree. But suddenly, whilst he was half asleep, he noticed a pair of vultures talking to each other. The female vulture asked her husband what they should eat next day. And I'm just giving you a bit of background. I have photos and things of what happens at schools and all that type of stuff now as well. But this is just the legend. The male vulture, so the female vulture asked the husband what they should eat the next day. And it is exactly the same still today. When it's time for lunch, the wife always says, what do you want to eat? And now you got to guess what she can make. Because you don't tune prawns, because you know there's no prawns in the house. Cameron says, happiness in the morning is a good cup of coffee. I'm single, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to go down that road, Cameron, because you're enticing me. Okay, the male vulture replied that they would have Damabal Koma's flesh for the next day and for the days that followed that. Because remember, he was tired, exhausted, he was under this palm tree. Chicky says, what's for lunch? And the hubby says, check down there. There's a dude who's tired. We're going to rip his flesh apart. So for Damabal will die because he cannot solve the riddle. The female vulture became curious, and she asked her husband what the riddle was. Her husband answered her with 3 questions. what is happiness in the morning, what is happiness in the afternoon, and what is happiness in the evening. And then the vulture gave his wife the answers to the question.
Pausing for dramatic effect.
Oh, geez. Do I have the answer? There we go. Sorry. I was trying to get to the answers. Happiness in the morning is on the faces of the people as they wash their face before they begin a new day. Happiness in the afternoon is on the breast of the people as they swim to their cool bodies from the afternoon heat. Happiness in the evening is at the feet of the people as they clean their feet after a whole day of work and prepare themselves for the night's rest. So as soon as the vultures had uttered these answers, Damodar recovered from his fatigue and hurried back to the palace. And there he waited for the king of the gods to answer the riddle. The king of the gods kept his word since he had been defeated. But before he was beheaded, he called his 7 daughters to him and ordered them to take care of his head. His head could not come into contact with the earth, for it would burn. Contact with the air would evaporate the rain. Contact with the sea would make the ocean dry up. So I don't think I've got any of that. No, I've just got those pictures later. So after these terrible warnings, Kabul Moa Prum cut off his own head and handed it to Tungsa, his eldest daughter. Must have been a chicken, because they're the only things that live after you cut off their head. But anyway, Tungsa placed her father's head on a metal plate and took it to Mount Sumeru. Tungsa and 1 trillion other angels circled around the Sumeru mountain before she brought her father's head to the Kuntikamali temple in heaven. There the angels created a magic meeting place where they could meet every year at Mount Sumeru. Each year since that day, on the Cambodian New Year, Sankrant, am I pronouncing it correctly, Superior?
Yes, Sankrant.
Sankrant.
Yes, correct.
One of the 7 daughters takes the father's head in a ceremonial circle around Mount Sumeru to bring happiness and good weather for a good harvest to the earth before returning it to the Kuntikamali temple in heaven. On the first day of Khmer New Year is called Maha Sankranta. Could you pronounce that for me, Spear? I'm not too sure how to say that.
Maha Sankrant.
Okay. Because there's 3 days and each day has a different name. But on the first day is Maha Sankrant.
Yes.
People wear new clothes. So they actually go and they buy some nice new clothes for them and welcome the angel of the new year that comes on this day. In preparation, they clean and decorate their houses, put special food offerings on the spirit houses. Those are the little, we'll actually show you photos of that DVD. Take notes. We've got to film these things.
All right.
Our spirits on the houses outside of their homes. It's also traditional to wash in holy water 3 times and to bring food offerings to the monks at the pagoda. No, Endo, no offense, was somebody smoking something when he came up with this legend. It's legend, dude. It's like legend. I don't think it's true, but it's obviously legend. So let's take a look at our first. Oh, geez, I'm on to the 3rd day there. Here's our first day, and if you take a look there, you'll see outside the houses and everything. It actually looks beautiful. This is how they make them up, and then you'll see there's always cool drink. Coconuts are a big thing here, as I've said before. Bananas, I'm going to show you the size of the bananas, the size of my little finger here. Luckily, Superior knows how to get us big bananas. But they're all decorated and looks beautiful. There's like the flowers, cakes, and there's cool drinks. Always cool drinks, Nesquik and Sprite. I don't see a Fanta there, but this is what it looks like outside on everyone's verandas. This is what it looks like in the shops that are open. Even at school, we have like a food decoration like that. I don't know if it's in the photos. I know you sent me some photos as well.
I don't think it's in those photos now.
But anyway, so that's the first day. So your first day is new clothes, to welcome the angel, and then you prepare and clean and decorate your house and put special food offerings on the spirit house outside their homes, and also you take food to the pagodas, to the monks.
Yes.
The second day, you're going to have to help me again, Supir. Is second day is Veriak Vanabat.
Yes. Correct. Very
Aha.
clear.
Veriak Vanabat. I've learned to swing those words. Coconuts are wonderful, Ruthie. Ruth says, look, yeah, Erica, it's like a shrine. Definitely like a shrine. And Ruthie says she loves those coconuts. Now, those coconuts, you can buy them. How much is it? About 2,000 or 3,000 real?
3,000.
3,000 real, 75 cents. And they freshly take them out of ice and they cut them open like that and they put a straw in it for you. And you walk around with your coconut. You buy them off the streets anywhere. You have mangoes. What's the common fruit there? Yes, we have mangoes. Mangoes grow freely all over the place, yeah, but it's a different kind of mango. I'd say it's more of a green mango over here. But and then the fruits, there's the little bananas. We must actually show you the difference one day between small bananas and big bananas. Cameron, I don't want an answer on that one. Okay. And I'm kidding now. I'm really just ripping you down the road. But durian, dragon fruit, Superior, you know what you must do for us sometime? Get us all the fruits from the market. You've got a marketplace. All the fruits that are Cambodian. The dragon fruit. What's that little lychee with the hair on it?
Wait, which one?
No, what
The
do you
little-
call the little fruit that's like round and
Looks like a lychee,
spikes
but it's
and
like
stuff?
red with a hair on it.
Not really sure.
Not sure.
Ina likes it.
You know, like
Lychee.
is it lychee?
No, it's like a lychee, but it's red and hairy.
Red.
Red color is like spiky stuff on it, like hair.
I don't really want to say it, but it's a red hairy ball. But yeah, dragon fruit is full. Erica, you would love it, yeah, because you can just walk down our street and pick mangoes off trees that are hanging over the walls here.
Yeah, people have done that before.
Yeah.
Do I allow to bring durian?
No,
Oh, durian. Durian fruit we will not cut open for you. Durian
No.
fruit stinks from high heaven.
No.
Even in Cambodia,
Oh,
it's
right,
not
yeah.
fruit is banned in some places. You may
Ina
not
says
eat it in some.
Rambutan.
red balls are called
Rambutan. There we go. Thank you, Ina. Rambutan. Small banana are called ladies' fingers. Yeah, ladies' fingers, but I don't like it. It's like a vegetable. Ha, 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 ha,
Lady
poofa.
finger.
Spookheid. But yeah, the small bananas. But there's a vegetable yeah called a lady finger that I, yeah. But anyway, Khmer New Year's on 3 days. So the second day, the first day we said was is Maha Sankranta. New clothes, good food, prepared food to the pagodas. Second day is called Virak Vanabat. Is the day of giving. And Cambodians traditionally give gifts to their families and make donations to the poor, as well as going to the pagoda, making donations there for blessings and that, if I'm correct in saying that. Let's get to there. I put them the wrong way around. But anyway, they're in the pagodas. What are those mounds? They also something there.
Yeah, the incense. So that's we just we have money. It's around from 100
Rebellious Ruth, that
until it's depend on we want to offer and then we want to put it, and we when we put the money in, we also have incense, so we can how we call
You make an offering, right?
yeah.
Yes,
We put-
you make no.
And then money,
you put
and
it,
then you put like
and you
incense with it.
and you stick it
Yeah.
in those mounds. If you take a look in this photo, there at the back, that's a pagoda. We'll actually do a pagoda tour or something like that and give it to you. But they make these mounds in the pagoda yards or whatever when you go to the
Yeah.
pagoda.
and
And then there's
there
just
is-
taking food and blessings and taking food to the monks and everything like that. So that's basically your third day, your second day. Viriak,
Yeah.
Lueng,
Yeah.
Sat.
we also can do on the first
Yes.
day, also in for
Buddhism,
first,
Ruth. Yeah.
second, and third.
Yeah, that's correct.
I don't think that last one there they do that.
What?
Kill animals, right? Ruth's newest comment, latest comment. I don't think they do that, do they?
No, no, no,
No,
no. We don't.
no.
I
They do
don't
not sacrifice animals. That's South African. Sorry. No, there's no goats or cows or chickens or anything. Mostly, actually, your food that is taken is mostly vegetarian, and you'll find there's a lot of things like rice balls, and it's most of their fruit is fruit. Food is fruit and vegetables that they take, but there's no sacrificial in this whole process, which is really nice. There's no sacrificial ceremonies in none of it. Not even Chumben, I must say, they don't have.
We don't have.
Yeah, most Buddhists are vegetarians. Yeah, so that's why they get rice balls and we get the burgers. No, I'm kidding. But
There we go. Like
but yeah, so most of their stuff is fruit and that, and we'll try and do a little bit of fruit and that. Oh, I've got 10 minutes and I've got to get off here because no. I keep on thinking Ruth's on in 10 minutes, but it's the F1 that's on in 10 minutes. Okay, so that's the second day is Veriak Lueng Sak, and that is giving and no, that's the third day.
No, that's the third day.
Yeah. That is giving gifts and giving to the poor and going to the pagoda and that for blessings. Now on the third day, Verak Lueng Sak. Am I speaking? Laung Sak. Okay.
Yes.
I struggle sometimes to pronounce. It's traditional to wash the Buddha statues and to wash your elders. So you grab your granny and your mommy and you hoy them in the shower and you start scrubbing. No, I'm kidding. You actually wash them. It's a tradition. It's more like a ritual of sweet smelling water and of course another visit to the pagoda. It's basically thanking your elders and treating them properly. And you sort of in this ritual, you are showing respect and your gratitude for them bringing you up, for them taking care of you and how you have gone through life. And it's so your first day is a gift of celebration where you are giving food and dressing up in your new clothes. Your second day is giving to the poor and giving to the monks and taking to the pagoda. And your third day is a day of gratitude and cleansing, where you would show gratitude to your elders and you would use sweet smelling water, and then there we go. They're busy washing the Buddha statues and that as well. Which also creates a bit of a water festival. If you take a look there, I've thrown a whole lot of photos together there. Creates a bit of a water festival. So one of the biggest loads of fun is running around with water pistols, shooting each other or throwing each other with water. There's some of the new clothes. They really have beautiful dresses and dress up in clothes and that. Yeah. Let me take us out of this picture there. You want to see them over there. They have some lovely clothes. Thanks. Buzzy's Moments. What does Buzzy's Moments say? Hindu has a ritually wash their statues. Quite possibly. I'm not too clued up on that. I'm not even too clued up on this. That's why I'm sort of like having Sophia help me. This is more interesting than F1. No, I don't think there's many people. Moments, D needs to wash you to ground herself.
Who's D? I'm usually known as D. Who's D?
Yeah, I don't know. D, you got to go wash your mom. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Bazzi says I don't think it go down well. Hendo, elders are respectful, unlike in too many Western cultures where that has fallen away. And that is what I was talking about again today. We were talking about is that respect, that little bit of respect for each other. We have so much offense that we've left. We've stopped agreeing. We've stopped respecting. We've stopped being grateful. We've stopped being humble. And this whole holiday that they go through is very humbling, very respectful. And it's Buddhist religion. And you know what, I've always been one to say to you, look, I'm Christian, but I respect these guys 100% for what they do here and how they do it. And they also have incorporated a lot of fun. As you can see, the washing has incorporated water. And of course, you always see kids around with water pistols. I don't know if you saw that time I was showing you. We were walking down the street, and it was the week before Khmer New Year, and the little kid was running around squirting us with the water pistols, and we were going down the street as well, and there was this in English. In English, it's a bakkie. In American, it's a pickup, but a truck or whatever. But a bakkie was riding, and these guys had this big. I suppose I can put us back on the screen so you can see me gesturing away. Yeah, we had this big barrel of water, and they were shoving their water guns. As you can see over here, they have quite sizable water guns over here. It's not little pistols, and they were spraying guys off the bakkie. And then there were these guys with like 3 or 4 scooters riding behind them, and they were spraying back on again. It's actually quite a fun festival as well. But as I said, the whole thing does boil down to celebrating new clothes, coming out, being respectful in that sense, humbling yourself, keeping the poor in mind, gifting and asking for your blessing. And then the third day, your parents, your elders, and respecting them. Because many elders here are looked after by their children. Your children still look after your parents here in a lot of times.
There's no old age homes or something to that effect there. There's nothing like that here.
Yeah. So yes, there's a little bit of fun there. And then I went down to washing the Buddhas. Let me just try and catch up with. I'm trying to say elders, unlike too many Western cultures where it has fallen away, except Spain and Portugal. Yes, they also have a lot of respect for their elders. Watch the water. Yep, Erica. D is her daughter. Okay. I often call Divan D or DVD. I call him D. So that's why I'm like, who do I wash? Rebellious. Sure, there is respect for animals. Yes, there is respect for animals. Sadly, there is still the habit, and I'm going to probably nauseate a lot of you at the moment. It's been banned in most of the provinces in Cambodia already, and they're trying to get it eradicated and wiped out of dog meat, which it evolved from the era of when there was a lot of war and poverty, and there was absolutely almost nothing to eat as such. It's not something that you'll walk into a restaurant and say, well, you know what, could I have a poodle, please? No. But it is just in some sort of smaller back alley type thing, but they are eradicating that totally. But yes, it does stick its head out in places over here. So I don't mean to now make you nauseous, because it has nothing to do with Khmer New Year or the celebrations, and as I said, it's a very well-respected holiday, this. Do people have pets?
Andre's got pets.
Yeah, I have pets. I have 2 chihuahuas. I have Jessie and Ozzy, and I love them to bits, and my heart misses them every day. Yes, people have pets. They have pet shops here, and they sell a lot. You'll be surprised at the pets that they sell here. You'd think it's smaller dogs. There's also a bit of a problem with stray dogs and that here. You get a lot of strays because obviously they aren't neutered and everything like that. But Labradors, Huskies, what other dogs go here? Quite. Those Poms.
What are those things just down the road from you? Great Danes?
Yeah, they're not as popular as the Huskies.
Rottweilers I've seen are quite popular here.
Because I know where I bought Jessie and Ozzy from, they regularly get Huskies and things in like that. So
Golden Retriever.
Yes, I wouldn't say it is as westernized, but in the suburb area, but not really in the apartments and that. People don't really have pets in an apartment. Rebellious Ruth, what did she say? Sorry, Erica. Rebellious Ruth. Religions that believe in reincarnation have huge respect for animals, and that's why most of them practice vegetarianism. Yes, that's why I'm struggling to become a vegetarian, because I do not like killing animals. I like to believe that I go to Pick and Pay or Checkers or somewhere like that, Lucky Supermarket, where they make the meat. They don't kill animals for it. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it until I... Sadly, in the UK, way too much old age homes, not strong enough family. You know what? The sad point of that is, Hendo, the old age homes become a drop-off point of writing off the old people and that there. Yes, wonderful regards to wet markets in there, like in Vietnam. We must actually go through the market for a whole filming on that. There
I
are
think
wet markets
Vietnam is a
here.
little worse with their markets and like the meat and stuff that they get there. I know
Yeah,
Yeah,
dog is still quite big in Vietnam,
yeah,
and snakes
yeah.
and those things you can get
Yeah,
at wet markets.
you won't find dog meat
At a market,
yeah.
no.
in a
Here
market here or anything
we
like that.
don't have.
You'll find beef, a ton of chicken, fish, especially different fish and things that they've caught at the river, and then
Chicken.
it really smells sometimes when you're going past the food side, the wet market side. But it's crab, it's prawn, it's
Or the
I don't know if they've got eels or anything.
chicken. Yeah,
Um,
Eel?
yeah, do have, but not a lot
Not
of
a
wet
lot.
market.
yeah, but a lot of fish. You'll find that chicken and fish is your
Yeah,
staple diet. Yeah, I don't think beef is that much. Superior, you've got to jump in here and help me out.
yeah.
Uh,
Chicken, beef, fish, seafood.
yeah,
That's all.
seafood.
Yeah,
Seafood's very popular. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, crab and prawn. Yum yum.
Yeah, Erica. Strangely, yeah, I was very very surprised at that because huskies and what's the other one? The Saint Bernard and everything that's really very woolly. But yeah, they seem to adapt, and I think the huskies actually keep themselves cool somehow. But I don't think it's made. Endo, fish and chicken or fish. Yeah, you've been on too many flights. Crab and prawn. Yeah.
Prawn.
Definitely. You get massive crabs. If you go to macro and even the market, you can get huge ones. We must actually do a couple of market strolls sometime. I don't know if we'll do it next weekend or whatever. We've got so much that we always want to do, and never get around to doing. But Supia gets up at the crack of dawn. When I say at the crack of dawn,
Before the sun's up, she's up. I go back to sleep.
and she goes to help her mom at the market because her mom has a store at the market and it's vegetables. You do all vegetables and things and that there because they actually have some restaurants that actually buy their vegetables and that from them as well, so it's quite hectic. Before she actually goes to school, she's up. That's why you can see Supia's looking rather tired at the moment. No, I'm kidding. She- But anyway, there's a little bit of decoration. I don't know where that is. That's the entrance to a pagoda, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah,
yeah.
during Khmer New Year, Phnom Penh is eerily
It's
quiet.
really
It is. It's like a ghost town, and it's the capital city. There's not much going on because everyone is pork. Yes, there is pork and rice. Erica, pork. No,
Yeah.
no horse meat. No horse
No,
meat
no
at all.
horse meat. No.
Goat, not really at
No.
all. No, not really at all. You'll have beef,
Goat and
pork.
horse, not really.
Pork, definitely pork. There's a lot of pork as well.
Yeah,
I know a lot of the Western guys have pork and rice. Yeah, like pork and rice and an egg on top of your rice.
Rice and egg. Yum yum.
Okay, there we go. Belgium eats horse meat. No, they don't eat horse meat. Yeah. But during Khmer New Year, the business is closed. They allow their employees off in Siem Reap. Now, Siem Reap used to be a capital of Cambodia. It's now not. Now it's Phnom Penh. But Siem Reap is very culturally rich. And when we can get down there, because I know DVD also wants to, they want to go to Siem Reap as well. It has the most magnificent history and culture there. But so you come to Phnom Penh, it is dead. But you go to Siem Reap, and it is a mass of bustle because that's where all your culture
there's a lot
and
of stuff.
history, and that's where Angkor Wat is and everything. And that is just an absolute massive party. You go down Pub Street. I have photos and that of when I went down Pub Street the one time, but it was like in COVID time, so it wasn't really great. We should go down there again. But Siem Reap's opposite. The city is festooned with New Year's stars. The roads and the temples have holiday decorations all over them. It's a holiday tradition to head to Pub Street. Pub Street is like walking street. It's a street that's not a street anymore. You walk down and you just hear music and there's people all over the place and you're walking to one restaurant to another. It is pretty amazing. So tourists are barely visible amongst the thousands of Cambodians out. Yeah, so it's the one time. But Khmer New Year is a fun opportunity to escape the city and look at the open country, where you will discover loads of gatherings, cordial neighbors, and cheerful kids. Now, I was surprised at something. I actually was looking at the happiness counter on one or some or other Facebook thing,
Website?
and it said the happiest country to live in, and I think it was meant for during lockdown, was Finland. But South Africa seemed to be a happier country to live in than Cambodia, and I know Cambodia may be a poorer country than South Africa currently, guys. Currently, because I know it's not doing. Pub Street sounds like London, yeah. But it is just one massive party down there. We'll do a stream for you, and I'll get a couple more girls to shout out your name for you as well. Horse dairy, that must have been a pretty interesting thing. But where was I now? I've lost my happiness. And the happiest place is Finland, but Cambodia came quite a way after South Africa. And I thought, that's strange. You know what? The people are so much more tolerant. I'm not saying they are more, I don't want to say poverty, because there's a lot of poverty in South Africa as well. But they're not rich, but they are so much more tolerant. You know what? We would take offense. I mean, there's so many times that I've looked at something drive in front of me and I go, yo, and I think, and these guys just carry on quite happy. I'm not saying you don't find the miserable sucker somewhere along the line, but far more tolerant, far more willing to help, and far more helpful. Obviously, amongst your average people, you do get your rich snobs there. This is just a little bit more of the celebrations. Once again, there you'll see that looks like Phnom Chazor, which is one of the oldest temples that's around.
Yeah,
And there's the traditional dress, and that they have the most beautiful traditional dress. Yeah, I mean, just whack our pictures out of here, so you can see down here they're busy sort of celebrating, throwing each other with water, and there's food and that there at the pagodas. And once again, as you can see, 90% fruit in that.
Yeah.
So, a quick question, a few frequently asked questions. What is the origin of Khmer New Year? The Khmer New Year festival originated from Brahmanism. Sounds like a cow, Brahman cow. No, Brahmanism.
Brahmanism.
It's a part of Hinduism, which was a religion that Khmer believed in before Buddhism. Later on, Buddhism became associated with the festival and then took all the important roles in the festivity. Yes, they do love their gold. It looks the bright and beautiful colors. It's stunning in gold, yeah. Yes, Buzzy, you're right. That they seem to find a lot more contentment, but I don't know if they find contentment as what they don't walk around with a chip on their shoulder all the time. I think, you know what, their main, I think the nature of people here is to go ahead, to move on, to move forward. Whereas people often all over the world or in other places seem to walk around with, you owe me, I'm entitled, I won't forgive you for that. This is still to be paid. And where here people seem to move forward, if you just to put it. Yeah, unlike Sapphirs who believe material wealth equals happiness. Sadly, it's not only in South Africa, Buzzy, a lot of the world. And even here, if you look at the richer people. But, so on those questions, it comes from Brahmanism, which was Hindu, which was a religion that Khmer believed in before Buddhism, and later on Buddhism became associated with a festival, and then they took it over from there. Angkor Wat, which is known as a fact, is the biggest religious temple in the world. It's actually came 8th in the new 7 wonders of the world. It is physically, and we'll do a whole thing on Angkor Wat for you. I just don't know if I got the energy to run through those, because there's Angkor Wat consists of temple after temple after temple of a huge place. There's even the Tomb Raider temple where Tomb Raider was shot, was over there. But Angkor Wat was originally a Hindu place of worship before it was taken over in Buddhism. Yeah, entitlement is the downfall of humanity. Next one, what Cambodian New Year is called in Khmer? Now, in Cambodian New Year, in Cambodian language, Khmer New Year is called. Now, you're gonna have to help me out. Chol Chan.
ឆ្នាំថ្មី
Say it.
ចូលឆ្នាំថ្មី
Chol Chanam Tamay, meaning
Yes,
literally
perfect.
enter the new year.
Yeah.
Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is spelled. Now you've got me all mixed up. It's like that. I had picture behind me usually. Now I've got games behind me. Yeah, no, look, Cameron, there, Angkor Henda, you've got it right there. Angkor Wat. There's actually a beer called Angkor, which I enjoy. No, definitely, I'm not going to go through all the temples. I will go through the main Angkor Wat temple, and I think Sophia and DVD will be going with us, hopefully, if we get to
Yeah,
go
we'll make a plan.
Siem
We'll
Reap.
make a plan.
And then you need to get up at, oh man, I think you need to get up something like 4 o'clock in the morning so you can get the sunrise above the temple. But I'll do a main temple, which is a walk on its own, and then I'll do the Tomb Raider temple. Yeah, I have many temple pictures. I can show you I mean, I don't intend easily going back to Penang Chazor again, but it was an absolute experience. Maybe next week I will put together the Penang Chazor video as I did.
Have you shown the Onkodonk one?
Onkodonk. No, we need to go to Onkodonk again. That's one of my words that I got wrong. It's Udong Temple, and it's a beautiful temple, and I have millions of photos from there as well. And it's where the monks study. It was the main temple. Yeah, temple. We can maybe do a live stream from the temple. Yeah, we're going to sit there at 7 o'clock at night and stream. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we can maybe just do a special live stream. I don't know if guys will watch it or not, but just come in. Yes, you see, I believe, Erica, that because I think Buddhism was almost born through or from Hinduism, and I think that's how the similarity comes by. I'm not too sure. I'm not a religious theologist or someone like that, but I think because even as I've said, I know Angkor Wat was a Hindu temple before it became the Buddhist temple, and yes, very, very similar. Also, the food live streams. You'll even see the dancing. You'll see Nana. I have a picture of me trying to dance, but then there's also games that they play. See if there's any more questions. How to say Happy New Year in Khmer? You may wish to greet people by saying Happy Khmer New Year. You say by saying Susaday Cham Tamay, hey?
Yes, Tuesday, Chnam.
Tuesday, Chanam Tamay.
Cham Tamay.
Yes.
That's CHHNAM. Tamay.
Yeah.
Tamay is THMEI.
Yes.
You sort of have a okay and in Khmer. So you've got to learn. It's not ta. You learn to do it. So Susaday is hello. I don't know, because whenever I get into a tuk-tuk or I greet someone, Susaday, Tamay. Tamay. Okay.
Yes.
That's how you can greet someone, by saying hello, Happy New Year. What do the Khmer celebrate the New Year? Why do they celebrate New Year in April? Because they've got nothing to do over Easter. No, I'm kidding. Khmer New Year marks the end of the Cambodian harvest season. This brings about a time of leisure for farmers who have toiled all year to plant and harvest their rice fields. In the past, April represented a rare break from the daily hard work. Cambodian society is changing, but it's necessary to keep in mind that agriculture has always been a part of the way of life. Today, agriculture still represents 28% of Cambodia's GDP and 45% of employment. So that's nearly 50%. Jean-Claude Van Damme, dude. No. I kept my legs together. I'll show you now. I did try and do that little dance. What calendar does Cambodia use? Cambodia, like many other Southeast Asian countries, once used a lunisolar calendar, also known as the Buddhist calendar. The Khmer traditional calendar is also known as the Chankitek.
Chankatek.
Chankitek, Chankitek,
Chankatek.
But while the lunar solar calendar is also share a common lineage, they also have minor but important variations. The Cambodian version is largely based on an old version of the Hindu calendar. Once again, as we were saying earlier on, it comes from Hindu. The Cambodian version is based on the Hindu calendar. Today, we use the Gregorian calendar for its accuracy, and traditional lunar solar calendar is used for many festivals. So they use their calendar mostly for the festivals. But if you walk into Cambodia today and ask, what day is it. They're not going to say, well, it is Kittens Day from you. It's
Yeah, it's
February the
too
4th.
long.
It's Tuesday. The
It is too long.
Changkat calendar no longer has the official calendar status in Cambodia. It's still used as the Gregorian one. Okay, that's all I have on the script thing. So hopefully I'm finished scripting away now. But they also play traditional games, Chol Chung, and that's like just
Chao chung.
Chol Chang,
Chao chung. Chung.
Chao Chung.
Yes.
That's when
And
they.
it's still called Chung.
It's basically like almost like dodgeball, where you're throwing things above a bag above everybody there. Cheers, Ruthie. Thanks so much. Looney calendar. Warner Brothers. Warner Brother. Yeah. What is the main agricultural crop? I think it is rice. Hey?
Probably rice, yeah.
It is like rice. Yeah, it is rice. Where is she? She's slowly being taught Hinduism. It is very interesting. And the thing about Hinduism, Muslims, Buddhism, it still has a lot of respect in it. A lot of respect. Once again, going back into Maniki in the middle. There we go. Pig in the middle. And then the other one is Chab Kong Keng.
Chap Kon Klein.
Chab Kong Klein.
Yes.
And basically, it's like a mother hen protecting her chicks. As you'll see the line here, the one person, you've got a whole lot of kids behind them, and they're running around, and this person's got to try and pull the people away. Chris, there's the man I talk about. That's the man who does the news, who does every single bit of news that I watch, and the only news that I watch. Well done. Welcome, Chris Wyatt, Africa. It is such an honor to have you on the stream. Thank you very, very much. You might even know more about this than what I do, because you've been around the world so much, Chris.
Chris?
It would be actually nice if you actually came on sometime and we could chat about it. Then one of the other games, Boss and Go. I know you've got to knock somebody else's pip. They get these big pips, and then if you win, we used to play that. We played the game at the school, not the school we had, the previous school. When you win, it's guys against girls, and then you got to put your knee out, and then the girls come along towards you and bam you on the knee with a pip, and then Liak Kanseng. Liak Kanseng, is that right? It's like, I don't know what you call frotayer in Afrikaans.
That is Afrikaans. Frotayer is Afrikaans.
Chris, that is an open invitation to you. Whenever you've got the time, I would be most honored to have you around, because your knowledge would probably put me into the ground. You're rather intimidating with your knowledge, but I will brave you. Thank you. But that I would really appreciate it. That would be fantastic. But yeah, it's like frotayer. You run around, you drop the little bag behind somebody, and you got to run around and touch him. But the only thing is that when you drop behind you and you get it, you jump up and you start beating that person all the way around the circle. Okay, here's some photos of what we did in our old school. And if you take a look there's yours truly in traditional Khmer dress. You will see I have the Khmer the Khmer scarf on the one side and the wet cloth on the other side. I was dying of heat in my traditional, and I hope our pictures do cover those terrible Crocs. And on the right-hand side, we have my lovely wife, Ina, with some of the teachers and teaching ladies in her Khmer dress over there. Chris, it's definitely an invite, and it's an absolute honor to have you on the show. That's the Colonel I talk about. That's the only news I listen to. And they're the kiddies. The kiddies dress up as well before they go off in Khmer New Year, and they dress up and they try and put on their little bit of traditional dress. I don't know how legal this is, putting it on, but I don't think the stream is that big that any of you are going to try and abduct a child. There's the school entrance is done up, and the little kids all sitting there, and now the sweetest, cutest little dinky toys that come there.
Dinky toys.
Next week, tied up this. Oh, I don't know why I'm putting you up there. I'm just reading. Next week, I'm tied up this week. So busy that I have. Yeah, well, Sunday after next. So that I have to be up to 4:30 interview. Yeah, I will try and get hold of you. I think I've got your email somewhere, or I'll get your email somewhere and drop you a mail, and we can chat. That will be absolutely awesome. I'm in awe. Thank you that I would have my news god coming onto my stream. Thank you. Sounds wholesome family. Yeah, it's wholesome family games. It's fruit and it's vegetables and it's cool drinks and everything. There's some of the teachers, the teaching assistant, and two little kiddies there. That's what I have there.
No,
no. Oh, I will pick up where I left off. How do I make this bigger? There. There's me learning to dance, guys. If you ever wanted to see, if you wanted to know that I did a dance, look how cute I look. Now I'm learning to.
Oh
yeah,
my word.
but that.
The hands.
This is the morning before we changed into traditional dress, but it's the hands. It's all in the hands.
We've never seen this video. It's the first time we're seeing it as well.
I know. I try not to put it out there too much. That'll be fantastic. Thanks, Cam, if you do so. Yeah. But yeah, there's me trying to do the old. We really don't need to watch me doing the whole dance there, do we?
Yeah, we need to.
I didn't even have a tie on, and I was.
It's correct. The
I was
way
actually getting quite good at it. I must say, I like those hand movements, dude. And then this is just one of the games, the kids playing game. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it's musical chairs, basically. Yeah. But why I put this on is so that you could see their little traditional dresses that they put on. They actually go to quite a bit of trouble. This was at BIA still. And they actually went quite out of their way. And then there, oh, that's grabbing. Oh, yeah, and pull a chair. Oh, this, I need to pause. Let me explain that my wife did not get this right. And I know she's going to hate me for telling you this. But yeah, you have people on the one side, and then you have people on the other side. And they throw a branch down in the middle, and they call out a number. And then the person with that number from each side runs, grabs the branch, and gets back to their side, but without the person touching them. So I don't know if you saw it the week before last when we went down the one street. I'd love to do, sorry, I just got an extension span of a flea, but Rebellious Roots suddenly mentioned something about a marble and a DC stream, and I nearly pooped myself with happiness. That sounds absolutely fantastic. I must actually do a group thing and give you guys the numbers. But Buzzy has them and Cameron has them if you need to get them. I don't mind them going off to the streamers. But so they throw the branch in the middle. But if you saw the week before last, when I did the one when we went down that sort of party street, they were playing the game as well. They run around the branch because you've got to grab it and run without the other person touching you. Of course, my wife decides it's important to jump on it so the other person doesn't get it. Watch there. Ready, steady, and call it. Come on, call it. There's in her dress, looking beautiful, and they're gonna call. There's the leaf in the middle. There the guys on, the girls on the other side.
Is they ready to go?
And Ina goes, bump. No. I'll stand on it. You won't get this one.
Yo, Ina, that's cooking.
Ina, that's not need to wait.
And that's, I thought I'd finish it with that one because I think you're tired of hearing my droning now as well. So that was Khmer New Year. Thank you very much, DVD and Supia for coming on there.
Yes, a pleasure.
I would absolutely love to do a Marvel stream in DC. In DC, I know. Look at Divan. I think he's got to wipe his mouth. He's dribbling so.
We first need to watch the new Batman. We haven't done that yet.
I actually have the new Batman.
Yeah, I got it the other day.
Yeah, I also got that one. So
we need to watch it sometime.
But so yeah, we need to do gaming stream. We need to do Batman, but we need to do some pagodas and that as well. We'll do a market as well. I actually got looked at some beers the other day, and I was just wondering if it was family show enough to actually do a couple of different beers, which would be good. But yeah, and no, my wife looks beautiful. She is the most beautiful person that I know. That's why I married her. And yeah. But guys,
Nothing.
I'm 20 minutes, I think, into the F1 already. So I'm not going to keep you up there anymore. But first of all, thank you very much for all of you, for Buzzy, for Lynn, for sharing, Rebellious Ruth, for the banter, Hendo, Chris, for coming on. It's an absolute honor having you on the show because it's really such a small little stream. And I just, you know what, I have such bad Sundays, and then everybody makes my day tonight again. But thank you very, very much for everybody for watching. When we move, we will hopefully make it better, but I think our DVD will come here and start tinkering around on it. We'll do a Draconis thing as well. But we'll get to a market we need to get to. We'll get to a pagoda properly and actually get through a couple of things. And I'd really love to, Chris, and I think you would probably have a hang of a lot of knowledge on the Khmer Rouge and the genocide war and that, which a lot of people have asked about. And I have said I need to look it up a little bit more because I need to also handle it with kid gloves as such. Yes, F1 Blot needs to run off. Who wants to see climate criminals kicking out exposed? I love that one. No need to.
I need to show that comment to my brother. He's a massive F1 fan.
I won't get my F1 over here. I've got to phone mother. It's my Sunday night after my stream. I phone my mother because that's when I'm the happiest. There we go. There, Ina's also like, people, everyone, food's obviously ready, and that's why I'm wanting to go to. Guys,
what is on the menu? Maybe we might make a turn.
It's vegetables. Well, Chris, you know, if we could actually put that together, Khmer Rouge is something that you're familiar with. That'll be fantastic because it's something that I'd actually like to get across to the people on the stream because it was an extremely daunting time, but I'd like to get it through pretty respectfully and accurately as well, and that will be phenomenal because I know your knowledge on history and especially in the countries and the wars, and that will be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, we'll chat, WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever. If I don't answer immediately, it's because you're asleep when I'm awake, and I'm awake when you're asleep. So, but I will stay awake to make the stream at the right time for you. But that'll be fantastic. Great stream. Thanks, Linda. Now I've got to go through everybody. Erica, Linda, Cameron, Ruth. Who else was there? Lynn, Erica, Chris, Cameron, Hendo. I've never had to really. I'm only learning to try and handle a chat. I've never handled a chat before, so these last couple of times with everyone. Hendo likes it when women shout out his name, so we've got to go and find one down Pub Street to shout out his name as well. Yeah, Chris, I can imagine you rarely sleep because whenever I turn on the computer, you've got a stream going. So you nap. You don't sleep. You nap. Guys, from my side, once again, have an absolutely blessed new week. Look after yourselves. Take care. Be kind to yourself. Stop being so damn offended. Is all I can say to people. Stop being offended and be tolerant. You know what? Enjoy life. Enjoy each other. It's so little of it. What did one person, I read it somewhere, he says, I said, geez, I'm getting old. He says, you know what? Growing old is a privilege not afforded to many. You should actually celebrate it. So I'm celebrating life from now on. I'm not going to be offended until the next person offends me. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's just that life has become so difficult because of offense. But I love the people on the stream. And guys, yeah, I've got to get the pups out again sometime. I'll show you how they've grown. But have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care of yourselves. Be good. And if you can't be good, at least be kind. Cheers, cheers.
Bye.